Hello everyone. Today's session we are going to see Unit 6 Optics Spherical Mirrors. We shall now study about the reflections that take place in spherical surfaces. A spherical surface is a part cut from a hollow sphere. Spherical mirrors are generally constructed from glass. One surface of the glass is silvered, the reflection takes place at the other polished surface. If the reflection takes place at the concave surface, it is called concave mirror. If the reflection takes place at the convex surface, it is called convex mirror. We shall now see some important terms relating to spherical mirrors. The center of the sphere of which the mirror is a part is called center of curvature of the mirror. The radius of the spherical mirror is denoted by r. The middle point of the spherical surface of the mirror or the geometrical center of the mirror is called pole of the mirror. The line joining the pole and the center of curvature is called the principal axis of the mirror. Light rays traveling parallel to that spherical mirror and closer to the principal axis converge at a point for a concave mirror on the principal axis. This point is called as focus or focal point of the mirror. Similarly, they appear to diverge from a point for a convex mirror on the principal axis. This distance between the pole and this principal focus is called focal length of the mirror, f. Similarly here, the pole and the principal focus, this is the focal length of the mirror. Next one is paraxial rays and marginal rays. The rays traveling very close to the principal axis. This axis is principal axis. The rays traveling very close to the principal axis and make small angles with it are called the paraxial rays. Here we draw, this is to be that normal. So this point is the normal about this mirror and it is making very small angles. So this is a very small angle made here. So we say the rays traveling very close to the principal axis and makes small angles with it is called as a paraxial rays. On the other hand, rays traveling far away from the principal axis. This is near to, that is called as a paraxial rays. Far away from that we say to be the marginal rays. So on the other hand, we say the rays traveling far away from the principal axis and fall on the mirror far away from the pole is called as the marginal rays. Next one, relation between the focal length and radius of curvature of the mirror. Let us consider a concave mirror and let C be the center of curvature of the mirror. P be the pole of the mirror and F the principal focus of the mirror. Let us consider a light ray parallel to the principal axis is incident on the mirror at the point M and it passes through the principal focus after reflection. We shall now draw a line normal to the mirror at the point M. This angle is angle of incidence and this angle is angle of reflection. But we know angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So we can also mark this to be angle of incidence itself. If MP is a perpendicular from M on the principal axis, then we have, as this angle is I, this angle is also I. Now this total angle together we say that to be 2I. So hence we say MFP is equal to 2I. So we write here angle MCP is equal to I. Angle MCP is equal to I, and then angle MFP is equal to I. From the right angle triangle MCP and MFP, we see that, for understanding, I have drawn that separately here. MCP and MFP. Tan I is equal to opposite. It is MP by adjacent PC. Similarly, this side, tan 2I is equal to opposite MP divided by adjacent, it is FP. As the angles are small, we can take tan I to be I itself, and tan 2I is equal to 2I itself. Therefore, we have I is equal to MP by PC and 2I is equal to MP by FP. Let me name this to be 1 and this to be 2. Substitute 1 in 2. We have 2 into, instead of I we can put MP by PC. So it is MP by PC is equal to MP divided by FP. We cancel this. So we have 2 by PC is equal to 1 by FP. Just cross multiply. 2 FP is equal to PC. From the diagram, the distance between the pole and the center of curvature is R. That is a radius. And the distance between the pole and the principal focus, it is focal length F. Therefore, we have radius of curvature R. So that 2F is equal to R, or F is equal to R divided by 2. So this is a relation between focal length and the radius of curvature. Next one, Cartesian sign convention. Suppose we keep an object here at the point A. The distance between the object and the pole, it is called as object distance. We usually write that to be U. U is the object distance. Suppose we get the image at this position. The distance between pole and this position, it is that image distance. From this point to this point, we write V. It is the image distance. Also, we write height of the object to be H and height of that image to be H dash. A system of signs for these quantities must be followed so that the relations connecting them are consistent in all types of physical situations. We shall now see the Cartesian sign conventions one by one. First point, the light incident is taken from left to right, that is, object on the left of the mirror. Second one, all the distance are measured from the pole of the mirror. The pole is taken as the origin. Third one, the distance measured to the right of the pole along the principal axis are taken to be positive. The next one, the distances measured to the left of the pole along the principal axis are taken as negative. Heights measured in the upward perpendicular direction to the principal axis are taken to be positive. The next one, heights measured in a downward perpendicular direction to the principal axis are taken as negative. Once again, we say the Cartesian sign convention. The light incident is taken from left to right. The distance to the right of the pole is taken to be positive. Distance to the left of the pole is taken to be negative. Height upwards perpendicular to that principal axis is taken to be positive and height downwards is taken to be negative. The next one is mirror equation. The mirror equation establishes the relation between the object distance u, the image distance v, and the focal length of the spherical mirror. An object AB is considered on the principal axis of a concave mirror beyond the center of curvature. Let us consider three paraxial rays from the point B on the object. You know what is a paraxial ray? The rays traveling very close to the principal axis and making small angles with it is called as the paraxial rays. The first paraxial ray travel parallel to that principal axis, very close to that pole. Let me name this to be day, and it passes through the principal focus after reflection. The second paraxial ray travels and it is incident at the pole P and it gets reflected along this direction. The third paraxial ray passes through the center of curvature and retraces its path. The three rays intersect at this point. Let me name this to be A, B dash. As per the law of reflection, the angle of incidence BPA is equal to angle of reflection B dash PA dash. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. We write here angle BPA is equal to angle B dash PA dash. I have drawn these two triangles separately here for understanding. The triangles BPA and B dash PA dash are similar. Thus, from the rules of similar triangles we have A dash B dash by AB is equal to PA dash by PA. The other set of similar triangles are DPF and B dash, A dash and F. Here when we consider these two set of triangles, we see that here DP is almost a straight vertical line. So we consider these two similar triangles. Let me draw this separately. From these two triangles, A dash B dash by DP is equal to A dash F by FP. So we write from triangle A dash B dash F and triangle DPF, we have A dash B dash divided by PD is equal to A dash F by FP. Since this line is a parallel line to the principal axis, we have this AB and DP both to be equal. The above equation becomes now A dash B dash divided by AB is equal to A dash F divided by FP. Let us name this equation to be the third one and this to be the fourth one. From third and fourth equation, we see that A dash B dash by AB is equal to PA A dash by PA, and A dash B dash by AB is equal to A dash F by FP. We see that LHS to be equal. Therefore, we shall now apply the known values here. The object distance is PA, which is equal to U, and the image distance is PA dash, which is V. And also we have here PF, which is the focal length of the mirror, which is F. Also we have studied about the Cartesian sign convention, that left side of the mirror we have that to be negative. So we have the object distance to be minus U. Image distance PA dash is minus V. And also the focal length, that is the distance between the pole and the principal focus, the focal length is also negative. So it is minus F we have. Here we substitute the known values. PA dash is minus V, PA it is minus U, and PF it is minus F. We don't know what is this A dash F. We have to find it from the diagram. From this portion of the diagram, we can say that A dash F, let me write here, it is A dash F is equal to PA dash, it is PA dash minus PF. Therefore, we have PA dash by PA is equal to, I shall write this here, this is PA dash minus PF, it is divided by PF we have. So we are going to substitute the known values here. So PA dash it is minus U divided by, sorry, it's minus V divided by PA, it is minus U is equal to PA dash, it is minus V minus PF is minus F, the whole divided by PF, it is minus F here. So we have V by U is equal to minus V plus F divided by minus F. V by U is equal to minus V by minus F plus F divided by minus F. This will be equal to V by U is equal to V by F minus 1. We shall now divide this equation throughout by V. Therefore, we have 1 by U is equal to 1 by F minus 1 by V. Rearranging these terms, let me bring this term to the side. So I have 1 by U plus 1 by V is equal to 1 by F. This equation is called as the mirror equation. Next one, lateral magnification in spherical mirrors. Lateral magnification or transverse magnification, we denote by the letter M, is equal to height of the image to the height of the object. Height of the image, we say H dash. To the height of the object, it is H. The height of the object and height of the image are measured perpendicular to the principal axis. To find the height of the image and the height of the object, we see the previous diagram. In this diagram, we see this is the object and here we have that image. So we compare these two triangles. I have drawn this here. In this, we need to find the height of the object and that image. We use the sign convention here. So also from this triangle, as they are similar triangles, from the rule of similar triangles, we have a dash b dash by ab is equal to, it is PA divided by PA dash. A dash b dash by AB is equal to PA dash divided by PA we have. We use the sign convention. We put the sign convention in this. Let me write this again. A dash b dash by AB is equal to PA dash by PA. By sign convention we have here A dash b dash. It is the height of the image. It is downwards. Height is towards downwards. So we have here A dash b dash is equal to H dash, and also it is negative since it is height is inverted. The next we need AB. AB here, it is the object's height. So we write AB is equal to H. As we seen before, PA dash, it is minus V, and PA, it is minus U. So we write in terms of Cartesian sign convention the above equation as, let me substitute those values here. So A dash B dash, it is H dash divided by, it is H, is equal to PA dash, it is minus V, divided by PA, it is minus U. A dash B dash is minus H dash, so I'll put here minus. Therefore we have H dash by H is equal to, this minus minus will go off. I take this minus to the side, so it is minus V divided by U. Therefore we write the magnification is equal to minus V by U. Using mirror equation, we can further write the magnification as, the mirror equation is one by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. We know magnification M is equal to height of the image by height of the object, which is equal to minus V by U. Here we simplify this and hence we find here minus V by U. We have 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. We are in need to get V by U. So let me keep here 1 by U this side is equal to 1 by F. I take this term to the side, so it is minus 1 by V will be there. So we are going to multiply by V. Multiply by V on both sides. So we have, it is V by U is equal to V by F minus V by V will be there. So we have V by U is equal to V by F minus 1. So V by U is equal to V minus F divided by F. V by U is equal to V minus F divided by F. We need minus V by U. So multiply by minus on both sides. So we have V minus V by U is equal to F minus V divided by F. So we have the magnification M is equal to h dash by h is equal to f minus v divided by f. Magnification in terms of focal length and image distance. Now let me find the magnification in terms of object distance. So here 1 by v is equal to 1 by f minus 1 by u. I have taken this term to the side. So we have 1 by v is equal to, write again, we shall multiply by u so that we have u by v is equal to u by f minus u by u. Therefore, u by v is equal to u by f minus 1. So, u by v is equal to u minus f divided by f will be there. Minus u by v is equal to f minus u divided by f. Just multiply this term by minus. We need here magnification. M is equal to, it is h dash, it is the image height by object height, which is equal to minus v by u is needed. So I take a reciprocal of this. So I may have f divided by f minus u. So I have got the magnification in terms of object distance and focal length. So we write the magnification by using mirror equation as m is equal to h dash by h is equal to f minus v divided by f, which is equal to, it is f divided by f minus u. So today's session we have seen about that spherical mirrors, about the center of curvature, radius of curvature, pole of the mirror, and what is paraxial rays, marginal rays. If the rays are very close to principal axis, it is called paraxial rays. If the rays are more distance from the principal axis, it is marginal rays. We saw the relation between focal length and the radius of curvature of the mirror. It is found to be f is equal to r by 2. Then the Cartesian sign convention, the distance to the right of the mirror is taken to be positive and to the left of the mirror is taken to be negative. Height upwards is taken to be positive and height downwards is taken to be negative. Next, the mirror equation. 1 by f is equal to 1 by u plus 1 by v is a mirror equation, where u is that object distance, v is that image distance, and f is the focal length of the mirror. Next, lateral magnification in spherical mirrors. Magnification, it is defined as height of the image to the height of the object. And also we write that to be minus v by u for the spherical mirrors. By using the mirror equation, we write the magnification as height of the image to the height of the object, which is equal to f minus v by f, and also equal to f by f minus u. Thank you.